The two monks and the woman. Two monks were on a journey when they came across a river. They noticed a woman standing by the bank, hesitating to cross because she was afraid of the swift current. One of the monks, without a second thought, picked up the woman and carried her across the river, placing her safely on the other side. The two monks continued their journey in silence. Hours later, the other monk finally spoke, his voice laced with agitation. "You know we're not supposed to touch women," he said. "Why did you do that?" The first monk looked at his companion and smiled. "I put her down hours ago by the riverbank. You, my friend, are still carrying her." Moral of the story. This Zen story illustrates the importance of not carrying the weight of negative experiences or interactions. Just like the second monk clung to his resentment about the first monk's action, we often hold on to negative feelings, people, or situations that we encounter in life. Letting go of these burdens is crucial for our well-being and growth. It's a reminder to release the negative influences and emotions that can weigh us down, so we can journey forward with a lighter heart and a clearer mind. The Garden of Thoughts. In a quiet village, there lived an old man known for his wisdom. People came from far and wide seeking his counsel. One day, a troubled young man arrived at his doorstep. "I am burdened by the weight of my thoughts," the young man sighed. "They keep me awake at night, and I can't find peace." The old man smiled knowingly. "I have a solution for you," he said. "Come with me to my garden tomorrow, and I'll help you lighten your load." The next morning, the old man led the young man to a serene garden filled with lush trees and vibrant flowers. In the center of the garden, there was a wooden cart. The old man picked up a large basket and handed it to the young man. "This basket represents your mind," the old man explained. "Fill it with rocks, each one representing a troubling thought that burdens you." The young man started picking up rocks and placing them in the basket. With each rock, he named a negative thought that had been plaguing him. As he continued, the basket grew heavier and heavier. Finally, the basket was filled to the brim with rocks. The young man struggled to lift it. The old man nodded understandingly. "Now," the old man said, "walk with me to the edge of the garden." They reached the edge, where there was a cliff overlooking a deep ravine. The old man gestured for the young man to stand beside him. "Are you ready to let go?" the old man asked. The young man hesitated, looking at the heavy basket. But then he took a deep breath and, with all his strength, heaved the basket off the cliff. It tumbled down, rocks clattering, until it vanished from sight. The old man smiled at the young man's relieved expression. "Just as you released those rocks, you can release your burdensome thoughts," he said. "They have no power over you unless you carry them. Let them go, and you'll find the peace you seek." And from that day forward, the young man learned the art of releasing his negative thoughts, just as he had released the rocks into the depths of the ravine. Moral of the story. This story teaches us the importance of letting go of negative thoughts and burdens that weigh us down. Much like the young man releasing the rocks, we can choose to free ourselves from the heavy load of negativity by consciously deciding to let go and cultivate a peaceful mind. The painter's palette. In a small village, there lived a talented painter known for creating intricate and beautiful works of art. One day, a young artist visited the painter's humble studio, eager to learn from his expertise. The young artist was amazed by the painter's collection of colors. There were vibrant reds, calming blues, and every shade in between. But amidst the colors, the young artist noticed a small, tarnished palette covered in dark and muddy colors. Curious, the young artist asked, "Why do you keep these dull colors? They seem out of place among your vibrant collection." The painter smiled and picked up the tarnished palette. "This palette holds the shades that I once used in my early days of painting," he explained. "I used them when I was struggling to find my style and discover my true voice as an artist." The young artist nodded in understanding. "But why keep them now that you have perfected your craft?" The painter's smile deepened. "They serve as a reminder," he said. "A reminder that every artist, every person, goes through phases of darkness, doubt, and uncertainty. These colors remind me of those moments when I doubted my abilities and questioned my path. They remind me of the importance of embracing every phase of my journey." As the young artist left the studio, he realized the wisdom in the painter's words. The tarnished palette and its muted colors symbolized the struggles and negative influences that everyone encounters on their journey. Just like the painter had chosen to keep those colors as a reminder, the young artist decided to acknowledge his own struggles, learn from them, and ultimately let them go. Moral of the story. This story emphasizes the significance of acknowledging and learning from negative experiences and influences. Like the painter's palette, which represented his artistic evolution. Our challenges and struggles are part of our journey. By recognizing them, learning from them, and ultimately letting them go, we can grow and create a more vibrant and positive life.